I cannot express how glad I am that you are returned safely, Meteor, and with means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest, if you will, and then let us be free of ourselves from the specter of the Elegance. I will not rest. I trust you have rested. Or just stood in front of me for a few seconds. Good. Either way, I wish to seal the tower now. But there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. No need for rest. Let's do this. Charge on. Charge on. So, the Allegan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it's not so odd to think that his forebears gained it via an ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Uni and Doga's blood. Maybe. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Meteor, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if, even now, he prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! Oh, 'tis Gratia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir. But he was quite insistent. He all but bloody forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he had told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let us go speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Meteor, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of this plan to us. Where? Oh, back the way we came. Alright. My gosh. Next lore week of Final Fantasy, we're going to have to do Hard Trials 2.5, 2.55, Binding Coils, as well as job quests, namely at least Dragoon, so that we can do Heavensward prior to 6.2. So Hildy may be a bit out, but I do want to do it. I want to do all the job quests. I want to do pretty much anything in the game that has a plus sign. So it's a lot. It's a lot. There's hundreds of hours. I'm hopeful to be caught up on lore by the launch of 7.0. Like, that's the pace I'm setting. So there's, like, that's just how big this game is. To try to do it any faster than being done by, like, next September, it just isn't possible. Unless I'm willing to, like, drop everything else I want to do. Which I don't want to do that. I want to clear Savage. I'd love to clear DSR. I've never done an Ultimate. Hey, buddy. What in the world was Graha thinking, demanding that we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course, he would tell me nothing, but he would be honest with you, sir. I am certain of it. Great. In we go. Go no further, my friends. The door will close ere long. So, you are of mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here, so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Uni and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alec. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. I don't think this would have been emotional back then. You see, not all the world perished in Zandy's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alec, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only members of Alec's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alec's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia, we waited. Alec's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all of this returned to me, and now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. The Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alec to use it correctly. As things stand, we can barely understand the tower's workings. Hells, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alec. But by then, we will have lost the royal blood, and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I'm deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alligans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus the tower will shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns and the tragedies of past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alec. You wait. We'll cover all the ground that was lost before you even know it.
Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Maybe 6. Then you're in for a rude awakening.
You shall be a witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. This isn't worth... Come on, man. The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits, and you, Meteor. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of courage and the ancient's wish. Come on, man. It's fine. I don't think I would have given a crap in 2014. Oh, this guy that I met like 3 times over the last year is gone? Sure. The Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. Eh, 'tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. I don't really... So, like, I still had to pick up and turn in quests even as a story skipper, so, like, I know he's around, so I don't really know how he comes back if he bails. I guess I just thought he was working with Sid the whole time. I don't think that would have been emotional back in ARR. It was just a raid series. It was a cool thing. But, like, we closed it up and we launched it like, oh, it's gonna be forever. So, like, I don't know that. But Shadowbringers changes that drastically. You just gotta wander off to do near other things. It was a bit of Morse code, okay. So maybe that'll all make sense later. I do think the more you see this, the more... Like, when I look at the amount of knowledge the community has, and then I look at the fascination with, like, as a community compared to other games, we have a particular interest in, like, watching people do MSQ, especially MSQ we've done before. And so... Like, there are people like Sebi that people do actually say, I'd rather watch Hildebrand with you first before I do it. But for the majority of people, it's like it's a secondary life of the content. And so, like, I've been really enjoying watching Eorzean Archives, who's going through 2.0, and they're behind me. And they're people who have cleared Endwalker, and so they're referencing all this Endwalker lore. And so, like, I'm getting the fascination with watching MSQ. I just can't watch most of it. But, like, I watched a lot of Endwalker MSQ after I finished. But because of that, that means we're all seeing things, like, over and over. And just like if you watch a movie over and over, you catch things you didn't catch the first time. So it doesn't shock me how knowledgeable the community is about MSQ, seeing that, like, the average person probably sees a lot more than just a little bit of the MSQ. Alright. Let's close this bad boy up.
You have just missed Sid, Meteor. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Gra's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Cognac's find has become of our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future. Lit by Graha's beacon, sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again.
I have no idea if I see you again. I do know I see Graha again. So, you have completed the Crystal Tower series. There it is. Out of the dark. So the raids themselves were not that revealing. It was all the other stuff. As opposed to, like... I guess I thought they were going to hit harder. Not like Praetorium or Castrum. But like Sestasha or Stone Vigil. Like, Stone Vigil had all this lore in it. You know? And this really didn't. Inside the dungeon. Outside the dungeon, it had a lot. It had a lot. But inside the dungeon, it was pretty light. So, I don't know. Maybe there's more lore. Maybe there's, like, books and some of these side quests, like, help kind of explain a lot of that. What is that? But I hardly know. Oh, that is such a dad joke. But I hardly know. Oh, God, that is so cheesy. But I hardly know. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. God. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I hardly know. Oh, man. That's so funny.